George Russell and Max Verstappen have taken their feud on the plane to Abu Dhabi, it seems, as Russell has called Verstappen a, quote, bully. The Brit also revealed his rival threatened him before the Qatar Grand Prix, claiming Verstappen told him he'd put him on his, quote, fucking head in the wall. Well, those two aren't very nice to each other, but you are very nice for watching this video, so we thank you for that. If you could subscribe down below as well to the channel, that would make my day, if not my week. It all kicked off between Russell and Verstappen in Qatar after qualifying when the four-time champion claimed Russell stitched him up to make sure he got his one-place grid penalty and take away his pole position. Verstappen was indeed given a penalty for impeding, even though both drivers were not on a flying lap, and said post-race that he'd lost all respect for Russell. The Mercedes driver has now responded in some way. Quote, I find it all quite ironic considering Saturday night he said he's going to purposely go out of his way to crash into me and, quote, put me on my fucking head in the wall. To question somebody's integrity as a person while saying comments like that the day before, I find it very ironic and I'm not going to sit here and accept it. People have been bullied by Max for years now and you can't question his driving abilities, but he cannot deal with adversity whenever anything has gone against him. Over to Verstappen now, who also spoke at the pre-race press conference, a different one to Russell's, I should add. The Dutchman has no regrets about his quotes in Qatar and has even doubled down in his criticism over Russell. Verstappen still won the Qatar Grand Prix from second place on the grid, overtaking Russell at the start of the race. He quipped about this, saying he does not take any of his previous comments back. Quote, no regrets at all because I meant everything I said and it's still the same. If I had to do it again, maybe I would have said even more knowing the outcome of the race results. In my whole career, I've never experienced what I have experienced in the stewards' room in Qatar. And for me, that was really unacceptable. I just never expected someone to really try and actively get someone a penalty that badly and lying about why I was doing what I was doing. But clearly it had an influence on the stewards. It was just really not nice and actually very shocking what was going on there. A bit of lighthearted news now, as Arthur and Charles Leclerc will become the first brothers to drive for the same team in an official F1 session. Arthur, Charles' younger brother, will jump in Carlos Sainz's SF24 for FP1 in Abu Dhabi. There have been brothers on the Formula 1 grid in the past, like Ralf and Michael Schumacher, but never driving for the same team. Now Arthur Leclerc is not Ferrari's reserve driver, that is Ollie Bearman, but the rules state that the mandatory rookie driver session has to be driven by someone with less than 2 Grand Prix of experience, which Bearman now has. 24-year-old Arthur now comes in for that reason in what will truly be a special moment for the Leclerc family. So, when is that FP1? I'll tell you all about it now and the rest of the weekend. Let's have a look at the full schedule for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Charles and Arthur Leclerc will take to the Yas Marina circuit at 9:30 UK time on Friday morning, with FP2 later that day at 1 p.m. On Saturday, the final practice session of the year is at 10:30 a.m, followed by qualifying at 2 p.m. On Saturday, the final practice session of the year is at 10:30 a.m, followed by qualifying at 2 p.m. The last race of the 2024 season, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, is at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Again, this is all in UK time. Check out our website to see your timetable. Well, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll see you then for the next video. Take care.